and this one is an update coming in. The customary meet after the session was adjourned, that has been held. We had a message coming in from the Prime Minister, who has said in the presence of several leaders like Mr. Rajnath Singh, Pralhad Joshi and others that the Parliament security breach issue is a very, very serious one. And any suggestions on this matter should be taken with utmost seriousness. That's what exactly is being said by the Prime Minister. Even earlier, there was a message that was communicated by the Chair, by the Speaker, Mr. Om Birla, and he argued that a high-level committee has been set up to review this entire situation. Payal with us on the broadcast. Payal, give us more details, please.
So, after the session gets adjourned, there is, of course, a meeting which happens where, leaders sit and have a cup of tea. But most of the opposition parties whose leaders have been suspended, they boycotted this particular meeting. But there were several opposition parties who are friendly opposition parties like BJD and BSP amongst the others. So when they were sitting over, the Prime Minister did speak about the seriousness of the issue. And the Prime Minister is said to have told all the leaders present that it's a very, very serious matter. It concerns everybody. And all steps should be taken, all suggestions need to be taken, including the fact that whatever is the best practices across the globe should be also followed. But also what we are given to understand is a very important point being made by the Prime Minister. What the Prime Minister said is that, recently when the Karnataka new government was formed and the assembly session was held, there was an occasion in which, one person intruded inside the assembly premises. He went and sat next to an MLA, but nobody was able to trace him for at least half an hour or 45 minutes, and after which he was let off with a warning. So why did the opposition parties not raise an issue like that? That was also a breach of security. So selective raising of issues does not work in this country. Obviously, that would have also been a very, very important issue. And he said that should have also been raised by the opposition parties, but the opposition parties very conveniently did not speak about it. And the Karnataka government over there is the Congress government. So that's what the Prime Minister is said to have mentioned in the meeting today, saying that you want to corner a government over security issues, which is good, which is their duty as a parliamentarian, as an MLA. But why did you not raise the issue that happened in the Karnataka Assembly? Why was there no strict action taken? Because that person who intruded into the Karnataka MLA as a Karnataka MLA was let off merely with a warning. So what about that breach of security is what the Prime Minister said to have told his party colleagues and the leaders.
As this message comes from the Prime Minister himself, there was also a word of assurance that Speaker Om Birla had earlier communicated to the House that a high-level security panel or a special, committee is already looking into the entire security breach issue.
Yes, that assurance continues to be there. The Lok Sabha Speaker has assured the leaders, not just on the floor of the House, but even in his meetings with the floor leaders, saying that we are looking into the security. It is my personal responsibility to ensure each one of you is secure, each one of you is safe. Parliament security is my responsibility. And some members have also given important suggestions in respect to that. In fact, one of the members in today's meeting also mentioned that in certain countries in the West, you can actually show in your passport and go and watch the proceedings from right inside the house. But is it practically possible in a country like India, which has 130 crore population? That looks very difficult, is what the counter from the government really was. So obviously, strict mechanism is going to be brought into place. The Parliament is a temple of democracy. Several hundreds of people want to come here, see the proceedings, see their legislators, come and meet leaders. So can you just penalize everybody just because somebody is intruded? That question is also being raised. So obviously the mechanism will have to be strengthened. Steps have to be taken. Yes, a breach has happened, but nobody's sitting on their heels, waiting and doing nothing. People are taking action.
Okay.
Steps are being taken. Everything is being reviewed, and that inquiry has to be given some time. But selective raising of the issues of concern of security, which the opposition parties, especially the Congress party, has been doing, is something which the Prime Minister has raised in today's meeting.